please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, again, good evening. Nice to see everybody. No extra protection tonight, thanks. The first item up will be the approval of the meeting minutes from September 10th, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve the September 10th meeting minutes.
Second.
We have a motion by Supervisor Jorgensen, a second by Supervisor Hurtwick. She beat me on. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes unanimously. The next item up would be the Citizens Forum. We have one on the list this evening. Would you like to come forward, Ms. Owens? And your name, and if you are a township resident, please.
Yes. Can I?
Yeah, you.
Only one.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Nettie Owens, and I'm a township resident. Good evening. Tonight I want to talk to you about transparency and why its absence erodes public trust. 74% of the surveyed residents 2 years ago said that they rarely or never read the Valley News Dispatch, in which our legal notices appear. Only 6% of respondents access that paper. 50% weren't even aware that the township's new email notification system is up, and our current communication methods simply aren't reaching people. Meanwhile, word of mouth is residents' primary information source, which means information gets filtered, delayed, and sometimes distorted. When people can't access official proceedings directly, they rely on second-hand accounts that breeds confusion and mistrust. Survey respondents were clear they want to hear the information directly from the source and see decision-making firsthand. Multiple residents expressed concern that refusing to live stream suggests the board has something to hide. I don't believe that's true, but perception matters. When 5 out of 8 of our neighboring municipalities offer streaming and we don't, residents draw conclusions, the latest being Westier was added to that list. When other Pennsylvania townships half our size manage to implement this, our refusal looks like resistance to scrutiny rather than fiscal prudence. Transparency isn't about mistrust, it's about building trust, and we should give residents direct access that they're requesting.
Okay. If it's okay, we are going to move an agenda item up. We're going to jump to new business item 11A, so we can take care of that business before we move on to the rest of the meeting. So that would be for the possible approval to promote Officer Joseph Boyko to sergeant. Mark, you have anything to say, add?
Yeah, with the approval of the Board of Supervisors, I'd like to promote Officer Joseph Boyko to the rank of sergeant effective immediately.
I'll make a motion to approve the promotion of Officer Joseph Boyko to sergeant.
Second.
Third.
I'll play along for. Okay, we have a motion by Supervisor Newman, a second by Supervisor Hurtwick. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Congratulations, Sergeant. Opportunity, do you want to come?
Yeah, I think it's the chief.
Whatever you want to do.
Get a moment with the chief.
I can take it for you, Joe.
Say anything? Would you like to say anything?
That's okay. Right here, I'd like to say, thank the board.
Thank you very much, everybody, for the opportunity. I greatly appreciate it. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you.
You guys want to get right in front of the flags or?
Where, right? Yeah.
We need a fair meeting. welcome to stay for as much of the meeting as you'd like.
Stick
around.
Captivating.
It is good stuff, I don't blame you. All right, well, Sergeant Voitko, congratulations again. Chief Myers, thank you for that. Rest of the officers, we appreciate all of you very much. Thank you for doing what you do and continue to be safe out there for us. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Okay, all right, we will move on. There's no development proposals, so I will ask a motion to pay the bills.
Make a motion that we pay some bills.
I'll second.
We have a motion from Supervisor Jorgensen, a second from Supervisor Hertwick. Any further discussion on the bills? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes unanimously. There is no old business, so we will jump into reports. Volunteer fire companies.
We're in the process of compiling the list for tax relief for the firemen in order to qualify for that. We will have some vehicles done at the Emmerling on Saturday.
For the Fall Fest. Fall Fest.
And, we are scheduling a meeting with Dan, I believe October 27th, just to talk about preliminary budget stuff for next year.
Okay.
With everything?
Adam Somanowski, Royal Volunteer Fire Company. 2 months ago, we did pass a resolution for EMS service. I still have some questions about that, and it's very concerns about public safety with our EMS. Once again, as I stated before, when we did vote on this resolution, or when you guys voted on the resolution, it's not the skill set, it's about the covering the calls, and they're a small service and not able to do that. They're running into a problem already. We've seen it in my area, several areas also around, and I think that's something we need to sit down and discuss. So, it does concern me.
It is concerning, and I've been trying to keep an eye on it. I know, as Paul said, when we voted, we need the data, we need the proof that there's no reduction in the coverage that our residents are getting from the change. I flagged some concerns, people came to me, I sent them to Dan. I have a pretty extensive letter from Bill Humes addressing some of those concerns, because I'm worried about it.
It's a concern where they're not even open.
Yeah.
So that's what worries me the most. Not only are they covering, of course, Indiana Township, they're covering Wisteria. You're having other services coming here to assist them. That drains the system, because the other services aren't worried about covering Indiana Township now. They're worried about covering their own areas. One particular service I know has been stepping up and covered for a time that was kind of an interesting thing that happened, but they did do that, so I think that's something we can look into.
I would love to have input from fire about what data we want from EMS. You know, I wanna know how often they're.
And that's fine, I just wanna make sure I.
Yeah, I'll touch it.
Yep.
Thanks, Al.
Okay, thank you for that, and, yes, to drive the point further home, with data, so you have a letter that I don't know that the rest of us seen.
No, you have it.
Other than in the, other than the packet, but if there is specific data that you would like to share as well, please share that with the board as well.
Yeah, I'm not very appropriate, but yeah.
Yeah, understood.
Darren, I think that was in response to an email I wrote to Dan that I went forward to Bill, but if anybody wants to look at it,
Okay.
you're welcome to have a look.
Okay.
Supervisors,
Excellent.
I'd have to check with Dan, general public, but at least supervisors should be able to see.
That's fine. Okay, all right, very good. Anything else from fire?
Mr. Mayor, just one thing. I think we're in the midst of Fire Prevention Week on a national level, and it's in October, the National Fire Department Appreciation. So we just, on behalf of the entire township, want to say thank you guys for the work that you do on behalf of the township, the residents, and the surrounding community. We can't say thank you enough, so well done.
Very, very true, very true. Okay, so that does cover off on EMS as well, gentlemen. Okay, Chief?
Oh,
Is it?
yeah, that's a good.
Okay, very good, very good. All right. All right, he's still really in the Voitko promotion.
Very happy. Very happy.
All right, we'll move on to code, Jeff.
The only thing I have, Mayor, is I have a zoning hearing board coming up next week, for a vet clinic here in Dorseyville. It's the old, sub shop, pizza shop in Dorseyville, next to Matt's Auto, Body across from Keppel's. That'll be 6 o'clock next Wednesday. So they presented a pretty nice presentation on paper, so I'm curious to see how that's gonna go. I had to take it through zoning hearing board because we do not have a fit for, vet clinics in our ordinance anywhere, so this is their way to try to get that through. So we'll see how it turns out, yeah,
Okay, anything else, Jeff?
that's all.
All right, thank you, thank you. Public Works, Larry?
Nothing to add to my report, Mayor.
All right. And Dan?
Thanks, Mayor. So everybody has a copy of my engineer's report in Hunter's Orange, I guess?
Can't miss it.
Oh, there it is.
So ready to say it again,
So, starting off with the development proposals, we're gonna, at the next planning commission meeting, we'll be looking at two, different plans. One is the Brisanto subdivision, which is a plan that was approved back, in 2002, believe it or not, that's coming back under new ownership. And the second one, as I mentioned in my last report last month, is Foxwood Trails PRD is coming back in with a new submittal, a new application, to put in townhouses in lieu of the apartment complexes that were previously approved by the supervisors. So phase one is gonna consist of 40 townhouses in that area, and I think, as I mentioned before, I think it's a good fit, for that area.
How many phases do you anticipate?
I believe that there's only two,
Okay.
but I haven't seen the plans yet, they were emailed to me,
Okay.
and
So you just know what phase one consists of this time.
I'm not good at printing those things out yet, so it's still in the hopper. The other one that you'll see later on, under new business, is the Vento sewage planning module. The planning commission has already reviewed that planning module request and signed off on their part of the modules. Moving on down to the development activity, the courtyard at Hidden Falls, the developer has now submitted a request to accept the public infrastructure in accordance with the MPC. The township has 10 days in which to authorize me to do it, which would take place obviously this evening. I have 30 days to go out and look at it. We'll be coordinating with the homeowners association with that and preparing what's called a letter of final matters, which is basically a punch list. Right now, or later on your agenda, the developer has also asked for a reduction in their performance bond from $516,300 to $118,300, based on the outstanding work that we saw. You'll see that later on.
And did the public works superintendent go over with you the road issues?
Yes. And we did, your allocation in there, about 60,000.
Okay.
Plus the developer is holding $29,000 against the paving company, and plus you have a maintenance bond in the amount, I think it's $86,000 on the road system. Under Harwood Meadows Phase 4, that particular plan is about 95% built out. They have 2 lots left. As far as issuing the building permits on that, you still hold a performance bond of $464,900 on that. Harwood Meadows Phase 5, if you've been out there and looked at that plan, you'll see that the roadway slot has now been stoned, so to speak, and they're gearing up to pave that here in the near future, which should be, I believe, next week, weather permitting. Now, again, you also hold a bond in the amount of $1,121,600. On the Blue Run Road PRD, if you've been out there, it's moving along quite nicely. They're cutting in their roadway slot. Obviously, everybody's gearing up to pave, to get in so they can start, issuing building permits and moving there. On the Forest View plan, they're still complying with the letter of final matters there. The township still holds a $25,000 cash bond, for that particular plan. On the Frederick Farms PRD plan, that particular plan, they're going after their third-party permits, and they should be petitioning the solicitor to prepare the developers agreements once they get a little closer with all those permits, but that hasn't triggered yet. Indiana Trails PRD, there's still no action on that project. The Harmony, of course, there was a follow-up letter from the CEO and the solicitor on that. On the Trinity timbering plan, if you notice, the trees are all still standing up there. Right now they're getting quotes from different loggers to do that project, and we'll see where that goes. On the Ottawa Hills, the manager is currently working on getting a response back to Alcoasand on that. MS4, that project was due September 28, 2025, and with the assistance of your Public Works Superintendent, as well as your Code Enforcement Officer and Jackie, they provided the necessary information that enabled us to put that in. And yes, Dan did review it, and he caught two things that we changed for him, which had to do with compliance with the nutrient removal criteria, which again saved the township about $600,000 in that little maneuver. On the People's Natural Gas, we're coordinating with them as far as the road restoration there. The Emerling Park ADA design is now complete. We'll be giving that to North Hills Council of Governments, and they'll be bidding that baby out here probably next month. The Township Community Center roof replacement project, if you've been over there, you'll see all the stored materials that are sitting there at this point. Under new business, that we have an estimate for payment of just the material stored. On the 2025 paving project, the area around the salt shed has now been paved. It looks wonderful. I took a quick spin around there. For those of you that live in the Manor Hardwoods or the Indianola area, and this is for the fire department also, they're gonna start milling tomorrow. And there'll be two extensive days of milling. It's gonna start at the Manor Hardwoods, and then they're gonna move over to Indianola. So all these roads are gonna be chewed up. So if you have fire trucks that are loaded to the ground, well, you're gonna run. Moving on to the Brozick Center, we haven't completed the design there. And also on the planning commission agenda is the review of the solar panel ordinance. That concludes my report. Not going on in the township.
All right, thank you, Dan.
Hey, Dan, just a quick question on the Blue Run. You said they're gonna be getting ready to issue permits pretty soon. Do we have any idea of?
Blue Run, we have all the permits. It's Frederick's PRD.
But as far as building, do we have
Oh,
any idea how
building
much,
permits.
how many building permits are hanging out there for them?
It's around 50, I think it is.
No, I mean, how many they have?
47 lots,
How many
yeah.
they have active? I know we're
Oh,
talking
none.
about.
What are we talking about?
Blue Run.
Didn't start yet.
Yeah, it's not.
It's only under infrastructure right now.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't apply for building permits until they have water, sewer, and the roads are
That
paved.
still wins off.
It'll be
Yeah,
8 months yet.
my guess is the first building permit's gonna be issued probably in January,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
but then it's gonna be fast and furious.
One final question, Dan, before we leave you. Resitano, where's this at? Where's Resitano?
I have no clue.
Okay.
It's in Indiana Town.
Okay,
Resitano?
yeah. Item number one, very first one.
Saxonburg Boulevard,
Saxonburg.
right down from Harvard Meadows, on the opposite side, on the right side going down.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, just wanted to be sure.
No worries.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll move on to our solicitor.
No report, Mayor.
And Dan?
I would remind everybody, the Fall Fest this weekend, Saturday, October 11th, from 11 to 2. We'll have the parrot there from 11 to 12. So, just wanna make that reminder.
Okay, fantastic. Anything else, Dan?
No, Mayor.
Okay, Parks and Rec, not present. Historical, not present. We'll move on to Supervisors, District 1.
Nothing for District 1.
District 2 is not here. District 4?
Nothing to report.
District 5.
Two things to report, sorry. Pick up slide.
So never be sorry.
Can we guess one?
No, never.
You, Paul, what's your first guess?
The crosswalk walk at Beechwood.
The crosswalk of Beechwood, word on the street is that Fox Chapel forwarded some of those plans to the county. So
Oh, good.
it's in the county's hands.
Well, you're quicker than-
I'm trying, yeah. Somebody else to wait on. I'm trying to get contact with whoever the county is dealing with that one. Another District 5 thing is we had some residents living on Dorseyville Road, across from Fairview, who are dealing with some pretty tough light pollution from the parking lot. And I had kind of worked with them, talked for a few months with the groundskeeping people at the school district, got some minor tweaks back and forth, really wasn't what the residents were looking at. Reached out to Dan and Jeff, got Jeff on it, and within about a week, we saw some real improvement. They actually had to turn the lights on in their house when they woke up in the morning, so that's looking great. District 5, thanks Jeff for navigating that always tricky interface between the township and the school district, so thanks.
You're welcome.
That's it, good.
Okay,
Just two things, sorry.
All right, and in District 3, I'll just go back to the BFDs, again, appreciation, I'm guilty of a false alarm and a half this week due to a bad security system. I know, but rapid response, quick there, appreciated, thank you, sorry about that.
You have a new name too, by the way, we'll.
It wasn't
Add it
our
to the
fault.
list. No, it
It
wasn't our
McMahon.
fault, yeah, it's 911's fault.
All right, add it to the list.
That's
I'll-
fine,
I'll-
we'll keep
I'll-
it under wraps, you're good.
All right, thank you, guys. That's all I have. Can we get a motion to accept the foregoing reports?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Supervisor Newman with the motion, Supervisor Jorgensen with the second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. No correspondence?
No, Mayor.
Okay. We'll move on to item 11B. Dan?
Yes, you have a copy of the quote, provided by Chief Myers for the purchase of a 2024 F-150 responder. And, that is a CoStar's quote. They have the CoStar's vendor number and contract number, which will be included in the minutes with your approval. So that's for your approval of that purchase.
And that was in the budget, right?
Yes, it was the anticipated purchase. The difference being that Chief Myers wanted to do the F-150 responder as opposed to the SUV, and he had a good reasoning for that. And it's still within the same budget amount. So,
I make a motion to approve the CoStar quote, from World Ford for this vehicle.
Second.
Okay, Supervisor Jorgensen with the motion, Supervisor Hartwick with the, with the second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes unanimously. Next item?
yes, Mayor, is the possible approval of Shields paving estimate number 2. And I believe
$77,935.
Thank you, Dan. And 50 cents.
That's it.
Board's pleasure.
I'll make a motion to approve, Shields paving estimate number 2 in the total amount of $91,005.
77,000?
Oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong line,
No worries.
$77,935.50.
Now I'll second.
Okay. We have
Please accept my amendment.
We have a motion by Supervisor Berkwick, a second by Supervisor Newman. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. The next item is, as covered by the engineer, the possible approval to reduce the courtyard at Hidden Falls Performance.
I'll make the motion to reduce the, bond to $118,300.
Thank you.
Second that?
We have a motion by Supervisor Berkwick, a second by Supervisor Jorgensen. Is there any further discussion?
Just one more question, what's left outstanding on that, Dan?
On the Hidden Falls,
Yeah.
if you look at the flip side of what's in your packet, there's a detailed breakdown of sidewalks and paving and some trees that have died.
That's more than adequate, right?
Yes.
What's
Most
left?
of it's paid.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. The next, Mayor, is the resolution 2025-06, which is the sewage facilities module, planning module for Vento, Red Maple Planted Lots.
Make a motion to approve resolution 2025-06.
Second.
Supervisor Jorgensen with the motion, Supervisor Newman with the second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Is that the Alcoasand business you're here for, Jeff?
I can go now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all for that. The next item is estimate number 2 for the Town Hall Community Center roof replacement project.
I'll make the motion to approve estimate number 2 for the Town Hall Community Center roof replacement project, the amount of $34,400.
Second.
Supervisor Hertwick with the motion, Supervisor Newman with the second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion passes unanimously.
The next, Mayor, is the possible approval to advertise for the 2026 budget workshop meeting for November 12th at 6:30 PM. Almost forgot to put that on the agenda before I put the packet out on Friday. Can't believe that this year's gone by so fast.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll make that motion to advertise for the 2026 budget workshop meeting. That'll be ahead of our regular meeting for November 12th at
Yes.
6:30 PM.
Second.
Okay, Supervisor Hertwick with the motion, Supervisor Jorgensen with the second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes unanimously.
And the last, Mayor, and distributed a copy of this revised findings of fact and conclusions. The possible motion to adopt the findings of fact and conclusions of law for the planned residential development applied for by Fox Chapel Estates LP in accordance with the July 10th, 2025 Commonwealth Court Memorandum Opinion and the August 21, 2025 court order issued by the Allegheny County Court of Common Pleas in case number 993 CV 2024 and SA 23-142. Now, if Herb was here, I'd be making sure you all knew that he wrote that. That motion. I wanted it to simply be approval of
I
revised.
can tell by the look on everybody's face that we knew Herb wrote that.
That's all Herb along the way.
Yeah, it made it very clear, so I'd ask for your approval. Thank you.
Not to make not to repeat that entire motion, but I do,
Thank you.
make a motion to approve and adopt the findings of the facts, as Dan outlined.
We have a second?
So it's a litigation matter, and obviously we can't really discuss the substantive arguments, but I don't agree with the subsequent arguments therein, so I'll either vote nay, or I guess I'll just accuse myself to keep moving, or,
I mean, you gotta vote.
alright, vote nay.
We need
Okay,
a
yeah,
second.
Yep,
We
okay,
need a second.
we have a motion from Supervisor Jorgensen. I'll make a second. Is there any further discussion?
I guess my only, question, comment, concern was that the last meeting, we had an executive session to discuss this, and, I had only received the email of what was going to be in the facts of finding kind of late today. So I was kind of surprised that we are not discussing it, because I, prior to voting and also receiving it late today.
So the board does have the option to go into executive session now, if you wanna have a brief discussion about it before the vote. It's an appropriate executive session item.
Would you
I
feel
think
fine
we
with taking
should.
a few moments to discuss?
I think we
would
should.
feel best before voting.
Okay, so we're gonna pause the public meeting and we're going to jump into the board meeting, jump into an executive session.
But for the record, the executive session is for quasi judicial deliberations.
The best kind of deliberation.
Oh, let me get my. Thanks for sticking it out with us.
Yeah, we did lose half of our audience.
The crowd can
Okay, all right, I don't know that anybody else wants to come back in the room, but we did have a discussion, we had a vote, we had a motion, we had a second. Is there any other discussion on the?
I just wanted to clarify my position, so I don't agree with the underlying arguments, but I am changing my vote to yes to get this document to court, because it has to move forward. So Jennifer, I just wanted to just make sure that caveat's in there, that I do not agree with the underlying report. I vote yes to move the.
Okay, we didn't vote yet. Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes unanimously. Okay, all right, can we get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Supervisor Jorgensen with a motion to adjourn.
All right, second. I thought you
Got
were
it.
leaving.
Supervisor
That was
Newman has
the
the
easiest
second.
one.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Sorry,
Aye.
5 miles left.
Motion passes. Good evening, everybody. We are adjourned.
No wonder there was-
I got it.
That might be it.